Market Michael here. So I just want to report in that we had a trend change. I think officially we just put in a lower high, so we could expect to continue this downturn. I'm not really sure that we put in that lower high yet, but the CCI spiked out and we haven't maxed the RSI. RSI was maxed out previously. We've made lower lows with the S&P 500. Dow Jones is more has been more consistent either in going up or going down, and the consistency in being sideways right now is um, pretty real. But look here, we've got some increase. So right now this is a not a pivot point, but markets are finding comfort in some support here. Again, they can't break that 7100 level, on which I called critical support uh, in a previous video. Yeah, last video actually. So you see this here. There's an imaginary trend line where we actually a pennant, a flag, where we just happen to break out above. But guess what? We kind of failed it. We broke slightly lower lows, but these two lows are a little bit lower. It looks like we're putting in a lower high, which is going to indicate that trend change, guys. I just wanted to report in on this, and possibly let's just check like a 4 hour, for instance. I don't see this escalating into a bullish conundrum. I see it more continuing into a bearish movement for lower lows. I mean, we are kind of bouncing off this 70-50 support here, but I think overall the weight of the market is on it. We are going to just slowly diminish. I know we've had this increase in relative strength and increase, but it seems to me like it just seems to me like this is going nowhere. Unless we could really start making higher highs and get out of this trend, I think this couple day bull trend is insignificant because we didn't establish higher highs to the pattern. All we did was pop above resistance, and what was the cause of this? Earnings, and all the big names have reported already. I mean, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, etc., etc., etc. So even though these companies have great earnings, I think consumer spending is is um, is going to be the pitfall of this economy when liquidity is drying up from rate hikes. The inflation's showing up at 2% now, so I expect it to pick up as well as show up in the data. And what that's going to do is cause the Fed to raise rates faster and therefore tightening even further. These interest rates should do the same thing here. Um, Whoops. I just want to pull it up on a chart here. Okay, so 10-year is sliding. We're at 2.3%. I might as well just pull it up. And we'll look at the 10-year, 2-year spread. So again, we're pretty much at the bottom of the barrel. I expected us to get probably 29.5. Looks like we're going dipping lower. Let's look on a daily chart, get a long-term view of what's going on. Yeah, we are coming down, guys. It is possible for us to get a slight downtrend. We shouldn't go below 28. but it is this is of concern. We are breaking this moving average, so I think we're going to continue this downturn. It's going to switch here. But overall, I think rates are going up, and I think it's likely that we'll see that 4%. Now, I just have to make this a daily chart, and we'll be able to see the daily yield change. So we're still at 0.51, and we're coming down here. So this yield is going to keep getting worse. Now, I'll just pull up the comp again. Come on, come on. This computer is so fucking slow. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, again, this is not very bullish signs, and this is not really good. We are decreasing, and once tomorrow comes, we're just gonna absolutely rip through this 7,050 level and absolutely drop the 200 points necessary to hit that 6,800, and it's gonna be a ferocious drop. I'm thinking negative 300, negative 350 potentially on the CCI on the daily chart, which is very, 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 very high. It's almost unlikely to see that level, so it might take a couple days to hit that rather than to meander along. So that's that. I guess we'll leave it at off here. I still think the direction's down. The market's trying to establish a new trend up, as you can see it on this candle, daily candle here. But we'll go to a 10-minute, I mean a 1 minute, and yeah, we haven't even come close to getting a new high here. Although the markets kind of look like they want to go for another run, it is possible to get another run, trend trend change and move higher. But again, this doesn't seem likely, and it looks like we're coming back down and going to continue the downtrend. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.